right, so let me talk about this Navee ST3 Pro electric scooter. It's pretty cool. It goes up to 25 miles per hour. It has almost a 50-mile electric range. That's maximum, of course, so it's going to vary based off your exact usage. But it easily holds a full-size adult. I think it's 250-pound, give or take, max weight. It has suspension on both the front and the rear wheels. And then it folds right up. It's a very easy thing to click on here. And then this whole thing, I probably can't do it with one hand, but this goes down, it folds up, and actually has a little latch in there so that it stays secured if you travel with it. It's not super light, but I can pick it up by my hand. All right, so I'm gonna wear a little helmet, partly for safety, but also to keep my ears warm because it is kind of chilly out right now. But I wanna show you this scooter. It was really easy to put together. Just took a few minutes. Only thing you had to really do on it was put 4 screws in that holds this top handlebar to this post. Everything else is already set up. It was adjusted. The tires had air in them. Super easy. Then I just downloaded the Navee app on the phone, and it was ready to go. Okay, so here it is. I had the little ambient lights on the side. You can change those in the app, different colors. Those are on whenever the lights are on. It has a real tail light. It has reflectors on the side. It has a headlight that's actually pretty good with a reflector in there as well. And then it even has blinkers. So they're actually very bright. You can see it's daylight, but it beeps at you and it blinks for both left and right, and you can cancel those off. It's got a little bell. That's not very strong, but it has a bell if you need it. And then it's got a little display here that you can see the different modes. It has a walking speed, it has a standard speed mode, and it has a sport mode, and you can adjust the max speed in the app. It also has cruise control, which is pretty cool. The brakes are cable driven brakes. The front's a drum brake, and the rear is a disc brake on the unit itself. And then this easily folds down and folds up, and then this little latch here actually goes in and hooks into here so that you can carry it. And then it has a built-in hook for a bag, or shopping bags, that kind of stuff, if you're out and about and need some place to hook things onto it. So let's just hop into it and drive it around and see how it does, and we'll go over a little bit more specs. All right, so if I press the brake pedal, that put it in drive mode. I can double tap the drive mode, I'll put it in sport there, and I've changed the speed setting on it. And right now I can just go slow. Now if I put it in walking mode, it will only go like 5 miles per hour if I do that. Let's see if I can change this button here, hit it twice. Now it's in walking mode, so full throttle, it goes like 4 or 5 miles per hour, so not very fast. And then once I hold it there for a few seconds, it beeps like that. I can let go the throttle, and now it's doing cruise control. So it's just gonna stay at 4 miles per hour continuously, which is really kind of nice, until I hit the brake or hit the throttle. So if I hit the brake, it'll obviously slow down. I'll do a double tap, and now I'm in drive mode. So now drive's gonna go faster. I think it's gonna go, I don't know, 14. It's something like 14 miles per hour. All right, so whenever you stop for a while, it will automatically beep and it goes back into park mode. All right, so now we're in sport mode. I'm gonna get going here quick and just see how we go. I'm kind of going up the hill a little bit here. Now we're 15 miles per hour, 18 miles per hour, 20 miles per hour, 22. We'll go over this hill here. 25, definitely 25 now. We are cruising along. All right, there we go. That was a quick run there. All right, so now I'm out at my racetrack. I'm gonna be in sport mode here, and I am going to take off and see how quickly this thing can zip around. All right, that was pretty cool. That was fun. Now, these are obviously not off-road tires. These are street tires, but that just gives you a little sense. It does slow down on the grass and stuff. It doesn't go as fast. I was getting about 18 to 20 miles per hour tops. All right, so I have this Navee scooter here. I'm gonna take it out for a spin on this long pathway that I have here. So we'll just hop on here, press the brakes, get going, and we're off. And we are cruising along at 25 miles per hour. All right, let me just show you the app real fast. This is the Navee app. It has it for both Android and Apple devices, of course. You do have to have it on, and then it connects to your phone via Bluetooth. You can see it's got 65% remaining. It has 30 miles remaining in this charge, as well as what it claims. And then in here are some of the settings. So you have your basic general settings. You can have cruise control on or off if you want to have that active or not active. Energy recovery, this is the regen. So when you slow down, if you are not using the brake levers, it's going to use the electric motor to slow down the scooter, and that's going to recoup the energy. So that's going to help you drive further along. So you can change that. I have mine on medium, but you can play with it. You can have it a higher regen or a lower regen, depending on what you want. If you want it to like coast, then you put it on low, and then it will coast more when you let go of the throttle. Light settings, you can have tail lights on or off, auto sensing headlights. So that's really cool, is that I can have it when it notices it's dark, it's going to click on that headlight. And then also a turn signal sound. If you press these turn signals, they will make a beeping sound, but you can turn that off if you don't want that sound in there. Unit settings, you can convert from imperial to metric. And then more features in here. Vehicle ambient light, that's the light bar along the side where your feet go. You can change the colors. You can change if it's a steady light or if it's a flashing light, so you can change that. You can also change the acceleration. So if you want it to accelerate more slowly and not be touchy, you could go to eco mode, or you can go to turbo mode. Max speed setting, you can change it from the 16 miles per hour up to 25 as the max. And then startup speed settings. So this one is going to, if you have it at 0, that means you can hit the throttle from 0 and it'll take off. Otherwise, if you want to have it faster, maybe it's a little bit more of a cautious or safety measure, is first you'd have to kick and get the thing to be rolling a little bit before it actually start the electric motor. So the default, it shows there 1.8 miles per hour. That means you'd have to give it a little bit of kick before the throttle would actually work. So that's an adjustable option there. Bluetooth lock, this is kind of cool because you can lock the scooter via Bluetooth so that no one else can turn it on and actually drive away with it. And you can also have it based off proximity. So when your phone is close to it, it obviously unlocks. You can also have a password there. And then TCS anti-slip, that's going to be a traction control on that rear tire. Definitely, I did notice when I'm not on pavement, if I'm on wet grass, that tire will spin, and when it does that, obviously you can make it unstable. So you can turn that on if you want to have a little bit extra safety precaution there as well. Now, I think I should be able to go in here and I can go my driving record. You can see I've only used it today. I've put about 4.4 miles on it, and I've averaged 13 miles per hour. So I've been going pretty good speed-wise. But yeah, I only have 4 miles on it. And I did go on that dirt track, so that one I used up a lot of power. I was just full power for a long time. But you can see I used, what was that, about 35% of the battery doing that 5 miles because I was very aggressive and I was off-road for some of this stuff. So you're not going to get the 46.6 miles of range if you are aggressive. If you're off-road, that's going to be more like, you're cruising along 10, 15 miles per hour. If you're trying to goose it and go fast, then you're probably going to get some. What I've seen on most things, even e-bikes or ATVs, is if you use them hard, you're probably going to get about half of that range. So consider something like 20 miles, 25 miles is probably a realistic range. But I'll keep driving this and see how it performs for me. There we go. Things pretty quick. Here we go. This guy's pretty fun.